We have big news on tonight's KMNH. Happens Toy Lab is reopening at the end of the month, and we have a special report on how a local company, Robot Morning, helped make it happen. So make sure to like and subscribe and get ready for another broadcast of KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Welcome to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
There are going to be a few changes this year to the 4th of July parade. Most importantly, that the parade will start an hour earlier, at 11 o'clock instead of noon. This year, the parade will also be working with the Northside Business Association, who run the Rock and Roll Carnival, to ensure that everyone can go see the carnival right after seeing the parade. But that's not all that's new. Recently, Happens Podcast Club talked with a member of the 4th of July Parade Committee, and we have some news about it.
So every time I've been to the parade, it's been at 12, and I've heard it's been pushed back. Forward? Is it because the heat?
Yeah, so one thing we've noticed is it usually gets pretty scorching hot that day. And for the people who, start up at the lot, the people who are actually in the parade and the volunteers, you're in that hot, blacktop surface lot all morning. And then you come down Hamilton Avenue and as the afternoon approaches, it just gets hotter and hotter. So one thing we're doing to try to beat the heat is to move the parade up. So we're going to be leaving the staging lot at 11 instead of 12. I don't want to confuse folks, because if you watch the parade down in the business district, the parade's not there at noon like it normally is, because it takes time for everyone to make it down Hamilton Avenue. So we'll be leaving the staging lot at 11, and I think you could probably anticipate it being down in front of the business district sometime around 11:15 or 11:30.
If you want the full story, make sure to check out the podcast on Happens social media.
I'm Larkin, and this is Happens Street Smarts. Let's walk, talk, and learn about Northside. Can you guess when Northside Bank and Trust Company was first founded? The answer is 1888, making our neighborhood bank over 130 years old. Now that's what I really call old money. You heard it here first on Happens Street Smarts.
Who do you think the number one draft pick will be? You'll hear mine and much more coming up next. Hi, my name is Jude and welcome to sports. We'll be starting in Cincinnati, where Ellie De La Cruz was locked in with an in-the-park homer on a record-setting night. Next, the NCAA basketball championship, where UConn beat Purdue. Even in the loss, Purdue star Zach Edey had a pretty good game. Now we will talk about football and the draft. I think Caleb Williams will be drafted at number 1, followed by Drake Main at number 2, and then my favorite, Jaden Daniels at number 3. Now we'll talk about fantasy football. For me, the top pick in fantasy football is Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, and Christian McCaffrey. Who is yours? I thank my brother Arlo for the pictures. Bye now.
This broadcast was provided by United Reliance. Thanks for making it happen.
The Happen Toy Lab is reopening April 27th for public reservations. Toy Lab is a place where Happen takes bits and pieces of old toys and puts them together into a brand new toy at your request. Toy Lab also has a grand reopening sponsor, Robot Morning. I had an opportunity to interview Emra Morning, the founder and CEO of Robot Morning.
Robot Morning is a company that does data automation for aerospace manufacturing. So if you think a company who's making a bracket or a fan blade that goes on an aircraft engine, there's a lot of data that goes along with that too. And at Robot Morning, we handle the movement of that data back and forth from the customer to the supplier.
Emram and his company wanted to give back to the community that played a part in their and their families' lives.
I came into Happen because I've loved Northside since I was quite young. My family moved here from Kansas when I was 15, and then I started coming down to Northside when I was in high school, and then decided to move here. When I moved here, I was walking around and I just thought Happen was a cool place, and I had an older child, and we came in and met Tommy, and have just, been doing stuff with Happen for 6, 7, maybe 8 years at this point.
And what better way to give back than to sponsor Happen?
I love that it gets kids in and families in, doing something with the upcycling, and it's the vibe of it's really cool. I like that a lot. What Tommy's built in here. I wanted to see it open back up. My older child and I, when she was younger, got in here and did stuff. I made a toy back in here years ago.
The company kicked off the Toy Lab opening with a toy building party, and they even collected toys this winter. Happen's founder and director, Tommy, said that Toy Lab couldn't have reopened if it weren't for the help from Robot Morning.
Happen needs everything that we can give Happen. Like Tommy, you guys, all the folks who are here doing stuff, all the kids who are coming through, you're all great.
And everyone is excited to start building toys.
I'd love to see everybody who can come down here, come through, make toys, take advantage of something that's really special here in Cincinnati, here in the neighborhood. Not everybody gets access to a place like this, and everybody should take advantage of it. So I wanted to see everybody come down here and enjoy it. So last thing there is, tell everybody, come down to Happen.
And that's it for this broadcast of KMNH. Make sure to look for Happen's Teen Hall podcast and more on our YouTube channel. And make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next Kids Making the News Happen.